Okay.
What are you doing? What was I heard in the background?
You heard nothing. It's my wind chimes.
Alright, go for it.
You ready?
Yep.
Shit.
Did you get cold feet?
No.
Oh.
N.P.G is a podcast. I play guitar like this one time. We listen to the podcast and learn stuff about stuff. Okay, I'm done. Alright, so, now that I've made an asshole of myself, welcome to the N.P.G podcast number 7. I am slowly gaining confidence. And this is my good friend and co-host, Brian.
Brian Dizzle.
Brian Disley.
B-Dog.
B-Dog. Yeah.
B, or B-Dub if you're nasty.
B-Dub, if you swing that way.
Okay.
I am Steven, or Rico. Whichever you prefer.
Can I call you Shrieko?
No.
Oh.
God, no. And don't call me Fortune Cookie either, because I will go to your house and I will cut you.
You don't know where I live.
Yes, I do.
Fortune Cookie.
Yes, I do.
I know you know what city I live in, but you don't know where I live.
I can... Shut up.
Okay. Alright, so, I'm going to do something... I'm going to go a little backwards this time, with stuff, but first, I think we need to address something huge.
Go on.
For the podcast. And that's the fact that we're on iTunes now.
Oh, shit!
And Stitcher, if you have that app. So, yeah. We're no longer confined to the website, newgame.net, or YouTube for that matter. So
now that Apple is opposing the government, more people are going to buy iPhones and listen to the podcast.
Yeah! Fuck you, America! Apple is the way to go!
Look at that, now we're topical.
Yeah. And that was the end of my topic.
Show's over.
I'm done.
Play the guitar for an hour.
No, we won't do that either. Yeah. So yeah, please go to iTunes. If you have an Apple product, please subscribe. Help us out. Like if you're on YouTube, or leave a comment anywhere that you can find our wonderful podcast, the N.P.G podcast. And that's we'll probably talk about that a little bit later towards the end of the show, just as a quick reminder, because that's how you get things done. All right, so I'm going to go a little backwards. I'm going to do the game releases first, and then I'm going to do the news.
Sure.
Because
any way you want it, that's the way you need it.
Any way you want it. Okay. So not that much coming out, but there's a couple of notable things at the very least. First one, for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, Far Cry Primal. The era, Stephen, is the Stone Age, a time of imminent peril and limitless adventure, when giant mammoths and saber-toothed tigers rule the globe, and humanity is at the low end of the food chain. As the last survivor of your hunting group, you will learn to build a deadly arsenal, fight off dangerous predators, and outsmart enemy tribes to conquer the land of Oros, and become the apex predator.
Wait a minute, is this the gritty reboot of Ice Age?
Yes.
And you shoot an arrow at Manny's head, and he's like, "Ow, my freaking head! Jesus Christ!"
I don't know if that's supposed to be a Ray Romano or a mix with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Jesus Christ! I see. I'm not sure.
Okay.
All I know is it's like, "Ow, I'm Ray Barone." It's a mixture between the two that we made up.
Okay.
Not you, but people in my family.
Oh, okay, gotcha. The next one. For the US, it comes out, next week at least. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. In Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, the zombies have conquered, and the plants are on the attack for the first time in the shooter. In your backyard battleground, you can edit your character's character's abilities and customizations, choose quest, jump into co-op or multiplayer action modes, or invite up to 3 friends into your backyard to start a party and take on the AI. Defeat a wave, and a more powerful wave will show up. So yeah, that's coming out.
It sounded fun, and I got the first one in a Humble Bundle, and I can't play it because my computer's shit.
God, you and your Humble Bundles. Why do you keep on buying these things if your
Humble
computer's...
Bundle, because you know what? One day I'm going to wish I had all these games on my PC because I'll be console-less and I won't have any money to buy one, and all these games will be sitting there waiting for me. You know, one day.
Next! Agatha Christie, the ABC Murders for PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Now, I think this already came out on PC, but it's coming out on consoles. The ABC Murders is an adventure and investigation game adapted from the classic Agatha Christie novel. So, there you go, there's that. The Walking Dead Michonne Episode 1 In Too Deep for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, PS3, Xbox 360, and iOS. In this premiere episode, In Too Deep, Michonne joins Pete and his crew on the sailing ship The Companion as they cruise the coast for survivors and supplies. When a desperate signal for help draws them to a scene of a horrific massacre, Michonne and the crew are led further to the floating survivors colony of Monroe, which may just be harboring the person responsible for the carnage. So, going by this, they're taking a cue from the graphic novel as of recently, in the recent issues, where Michonne just sails off with some people and doesn't come back for a while. So I imagine this is what she was doing.
Oh, okay, I was thinking that it would be like a origin story. I'm like, are they going to retcon this now?
No. Next one, The Flame and the Flood, Xbox One, PC, a roguelite. Yeah, that's weird. A roguelite. No, well, it says light. That's how I copied it.
Okay, so roguelite. You know,
yeah.
It's either roguelite or it's like
that's what confused me. I'm like roguelite,
down, like a pussy's roguelike.
Okay, a roguelite river journey through the backwaters of a forgotten post-societal America. So evade predators, craft, and all that stuff. It actually looks pretty good if you watch the previews for it. And for the PS4 and Vita, Ginja Senki DX, a classic 8-bit platformer focused on precise and rhythmic level design. So that's it. I like 8-bit games still. Alright, now, I had this in a certain order for the news. Want to hear some news?
Sure.
Okay.
I like newsy stuff.
Do you? Contrary to prior reports, it appears that PlayStation VR may not launch within the first half of 2016, as a recent comment by GameStop CEO Paul Rain suggests. The device will instead release this fall. So there you go.
Get more time to make money for it.
Yeah, exactly. Activision has laid off employees from its Minneapolis, Minnesota branch following its quarterly earnings call. The company confirmed its layoffs to Game Informer, noting games for Activision's core audiences like Call of Duty Black Ops 3 performed well, while games for casual audiences, namely Guitar Hero and Skylanders, disappointed. An Activision spokesperson told Game Informer the layoffs are part of its refocusing efforts to better align with Activision's long-term priorities. Its strategy, the spokesperson said, continues to change in order to stay ahead of a rapidly changing industry. Number one, I didn't know Activision had anything in Minnesota. So there's that. But when I looked at it, it seemed like that studio was responsible for a lot of movie tie-in games. So, and once again, I don't want anybody to lose their job, but at the same time, I think they've kind of just gone away from that for the most part. I don't think I've seen an Activision movie tie-in game for a while, probably since Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. So that's, once again, hated that people lost their jobs, but I guess it just wasn't necessary anymore. So, next on the docket. Mass Effect Andromeda lead writer Chris Schlurf confirmed today that he has left BioWare Montreal and joined Bungie to work on Destiny, presumably the sequel.
Son of a bitch.
That's actually probably a good thing for Bungie, because Destiny, what it lacked when it first came out was an actual story. So, and then the Taken King came out, and that helped it a lot, but that's what they need in this next one. So good. I say. Poorly received PlayStation 4 launch platformer Knack is getting a sequel. At least, that's what it looks like. Knack 2 popped up in a LinkedIn resume over the weekend before swiftly being deleted. The CV in question belonged to a staff member at a Taiwanese studio, XPEC, which previously worked on games such as Kung Fu Panda and Shrek Forever After. So, in the grand scheme of things, a lot of people didn't care for Knack. I played it, I'm like, okay, it exists. But I guess it sold well enough to warrant doing another one?
Sometimes things don't even, and you still see sequels for them.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see here. Doom single player will be 13 plus hours. That's it. That's all I had. Hideo Kojima reunites with The Walking Dead's Norman Reedus for an update. The duo previously worked together on Konami's Silent Hills, a reboot of the horror franchise that was abruptly canceled months after the release of the playable teaser PT. Reedus was cast as the game's lead, lending both his voice and likeness to the project. Now, Kojima has partnered with Sony. He has his own studio, and Sony is going to be the publisher. I would not be surprised if, with PT being what it was, that they said, yeah, do something like that. And it won't be called Silent Hills, obviously, because that's a Konami owned property, but they could do something like it. So
yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't be too surprised about that. Okay. This one, it's not even on my list, but I just saw it today. Because of the new movie coming out, Ghostbusters, ECTO Cooler is coming back. What? What? Oh, snap! So, there's that. Apparently, too, I read, at comingsoon.net, actually before I got in here, that they're making a sequel to Mary Poppins.
I saw that. Oh my god, why?
Because fuck you, that's why. No.
That explains everything.
No, I don't know. I just saw that, and anyway. Okay, final piece of news which is actually going to go into one of the discussions, or the main discussion at least. Bethesda announced its first 3 add-ons coming to Fallout 4. Automatron, Wasteland Workshop, and Far Harbor. The first DLC released will be Automatron. The mysterious machinist has unleashed a horde of evil robots into the Commonwealth, including the devious Robo-Brain. Reads the description. You will be hunting them down, creating your own robots, choosing from hundreds of mods. Automatron will be available March 8th for $10.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Kind of off topic, on topic. The way you said automatron, I would have called it automatron. So are you one of those people who calls an automaton an automaton?
I have no idea what the fuck you just said, but that might be that could be the way it's pronounced. Automatron.
I'm just curious. I'm just like, hey, what if he says automaton like automaton?
I've never said automaton, so I couldn't
Do you know
tell
what an
you.
automaton is?
No, probably not.
Okay. So I'm the only person in the world who knows what the word automaton is. Okay, maybe I just made it up. An automaton is a moving mechanical device made in imitation of a human being. Like a cyborg or an android, robot, droid, bot.
Okay. Well, then your pronunciation is probably more correct than mine is.
I was just curious.
Automatron. That actually makes more sense, yeah. Automatron. Okay. The next one, Wasteland Workshop DLC. Wasteland Workshop will allow you to create and set traps for the inhabitants of the wasteland. From raiders to deathclaws. You can tame the creatures you capture or even have them face off against each other. Wasteland Workshop is coming in April and will cost $5.
Okay, one Fallout.
So can you train your beasts to do battle with other beasts? Because like dogfighting only with creatures? Because that'd be awesome.
That was my understanding.
Oh, my Deathclaw's better than yours. Nuh-uh. Okay.
Mine's got camouflage paint on it. Mine's got digital camo.
Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Far Harbor is the largest of the 3 announcements and will be coming out in May for $25. It features a new case from Valentine's Detective Agency and will have the largest landmass for an add-on Bethesda has ever created. Okay. There will be new quest settlements, creatures, and dungeons, as well as brand new higher level equipment. So those are the 3. I don't know if they're doing anything past that or not. Okay, and it goes on. Bethesda also announced that more than, it says 45 pounds, whatever that equates to in, U.S. currency or Canadian currency, worth of new Fallout content will be coming in 2016, blah, blah. However, the price of the Season Pass has been increased to account for the expanded DLC plan. Starting from March 1st, it will go up from $30 to $50. If you've already purchased the Season Pass by that time at the lower price, you'll get the additional content at no extra cost. So, so you know how a couple weeks ago we were talking about Bethesda and, or even remakes for that matter, and we were just like, well, and I said, well, I'll be a hypocrite if they ever did like, Skyrim or something like that, as a, remaster or whatever. I would buy it, but they probably won't because I don't think Bethesda's that kind of company that would do that. I changed my mind completely now. I changed my mind. Fuck those guys.
Because they're now that kind of company.
They're now that kind of company. Sorry, I hate to put it like that. I could actually, okay. $3 for Season Pass, which was announced, I think, even before Fallout 4 technically came out. And it was going to be for the DLC, and then all of a sudden it's announced and it's like, oh, so now you want $50 for a Season Pass. You increased to $20. What?
Yeah, but only if you haven't bought it yet.
Well, yeah, but
like obviously when they made the Season Pass idea, they didn't realize what it was going to be yet. They had probably not even envisioned what the DLC was going to be. It was all just like on the planning phases. Well, you got to figure.
Well, yeah, but this is a company. Shouldn't they have had that laid out? I don't know, say beforehand.
That makes sense, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Perspective.
Yeah. Companies just don't...
Came out, what, November?
Yeah.
So it's been 3 months. Yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah, you're right.
So that's what I'm saying. If it was just like something that they just pulled out of their ass like today, then, I'd be like, okay. But companies don't normally, do that. So they know what they've been doing and so either one or two things are happening. Either they're just saying like, well, if they want it, then they'll pay the $50 for it. But see, the thing about this is, the thing I don't understand is that when you add up, and maybe it's somewhere else that someone can correct me on, when you add up the 3 DLCs coming out, one being $10, one being $5, and one being $25, that doesn't add up to $50.
I imagine there's got to be more that you're getting for your Season Pass.
Well, that's what I was thinking too, but I'm not sure what it is. Like, is there like extra updates or something that, comes with that Season Pass, or, you know what I mean? So I don't know the answer to that, but regardless, it just seems like something that they might have wanted to, figure out first. And because of this, I have no interest now of DLC from them. And the reason for that, and it's sad, because if you asked me, like, what kind of DLC do you buy, my normal answer would be anything that Bethesda probably puts out. Whether it was Oblivion, whether it was Skyrim or Fallout 3, I played the expansions. Or DLC, whatever you want to call it. And now this just makes me go, I don't know. It's just, it just rubs me the wrong way.
You can sell your current copy and just pick up the Game of the Year when it comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're still going to do that this generation.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
That's true. Why the hell wouldn't they?
Yeah. But we won't see it until like 2017 or something crap like that.
Probably on like PlayStation 5.
So, I guess, not really so much a question, but I don't know. Like, I don't think that companies handle their DLC well anymore. Not that they ever technically really did. And the reason for that is, like, I remember doing a video when I was at the other website, and it was, they announced Far Cry 4, and that the DLC, the package or the bundle or whatever would cost such and such a money, but they weren't going to tell you what the DLC was.
Right.
Why is that a good idea?
It isn't.
You know what I mean? I don't understand how anybody would want to pay $30 or $40 or whatever it is for something they have no idea what it is. Season passes. I don't mind DLC. I don't mind expansions or anything like that. That's all well and great. But these season pass prices are just obnoxious. And most of the time it's okay. Most of the time it's like most of the time they tell you what you get, and it's a better deal than buying them separately. And that's the way it needs to be. Like if you buy a Telltale game and you want to buy all the episodes at once, it's cheaper than buying the episodes individually. Great.
Right.
That's what
so you pre-buy it and you know exactly what you're getting.
Exactly.
To that point, you're getting 5 episodes of The Walking Dead or whatever. Back to the Future, Sam and Max, take your pick.
Right.
And you know damn well, okay, well, these are going to be probably at least half an hour to an hour long each, maybe more. But yeah, you know exactly what you're getting. However, if you're going to drop money into a season pass for something like, say, Fallout 4, way before they even tell you what the shit is, they could come back and say, well, yeah, guess what the DLC is now? Oh, you get a pet Deathclaw now. There you go. Enjoy.
Yeah. And I understand,
that's
too.
Cool, but yeah, it's for $30.
Oh, yeah. And I understand that you need to, if it was something like, well, we need to cover costs because we're paying people to make this content, I understand that, but that should have been factored in, beforehand. So, and I don't know what bothers me more, the fact that it jumped in price after a certain date, or that it jumped in price by $20. I guess
there better be more stuff in there if that's the way it's going to be.
So I don't know. I don't know the question or the answer to what else is there going to be DLC wise that $50 would be a good thing, or to condone the $50 price point. So I don't know the answer to that, but regardless of that, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. And then when I saw that, I immediately thought back of that, that one podcast we did a couple weeks ago. It's like, oh yeah, but this is a great company. They're not like that. And then this bullshit comes up. I was like, God. And this is just, I didn't put it in the news because it's just rumor at this point. And it has something to do with, Fallout 3 not being banned in a certain country anymore, but somehow that led to a rumor that there's going to be a remastered Fallout 3 coming out. So
How many times can I buy Fallout 3?
All the time.
Apparently.
I don't know. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if they do anything different or what, but I don't know. So anyway, that's my rant. Do you buy a lot of DLC at all?
No. Honestly, I can't even think of any DLC that I've ever bought, save for like Game of the Year editions, but those don't count.
Right.
I'm trying to think back, really, if I've ever really bought anything DLC related in my life. Sheesh. Yeah, I think
the last piece of DLC I bought was it was BioShock Infinite. But other than that, before that, it was all Bethesda, because, stupid me, like, when DLC was really a big thing with, like, the Xbox 360 with, like, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, I bought, like, the Knights of the Nine expansion and whatever the other one was, and then, like, the horse armor, the super horse armor, because why the hell
horse
not?
Armor.
Yeah. And then Fallout came out, and I did all of those expansions, which were fine. They're good quality. Some were better than others. And then, like, I think I bought one piece of Skyrim DLC, but that's pretty much it. So, first I have to actually play Fallout, or Fallout 4. But out of any of those, though, I guess I would just wait for the Far Harbor DLC for $25. If I felt like it, or paying that amount for more game content.
The way it stands with me, I'm having enough difficulty with actually finishing Fallout 4's campaign as it is just finding time with my life and work and all the other games I want to play.
Right.
And right now I'm stuck at this one part at the very end. Well, almost at the very end. And it's just pissing me off because I'm not high enough level to do it. I just don't want to run around like an idiot, just like leveling up. It'll be another 10 or so hours, but I probably will anyways because I love it.
Yeah, you will.
I'm just like getting nailed in this one mission. It's just enemies keep on spawning and spawning and spawning and spawning. And they're really tough too. No spoilers.
Okay. Fair enough. So you're playing that. What else were you playing? What else have you played this past week?
I've been playing Unturned on PC. It's a free game.
Okay.
It has like a gold upgrade. But, wait a minute. Okay, no, never mind. I didn't buy that. I was thinking like, I have bought some, dang it, does that, like, do in-apps count for like for say like an application, does that count as, DLC? As having bought DLC?
I don't know.
Probably not, technically. Like, upgrading from a free version to a paid version probably doesn't count. That's an in-app. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
So no.
I concur.
Okay, so, have you ever played Unturned before?
No.
Okay, so it is basically Minecraft style, but no, like, mining or anything, mixed in with, I believe the game I'm thinking of is the one that was, a mod to Arma 2.
DayZ?
I can't remember what it was called. DayZ. So it's like a zombie survival. You start with nothing, you run around, and you pick up stuff, and you gotta watch your ass for the human characters, because they're evil bastards too.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been playing that with my wife and my, cousin-in-law? Mm-hmm. Nope. Niece-in-law.
Niece-in-law, okay. Wow, big difference there.
Yeah, exactly. Huge. And that's been interesting.
Okay.
We kind of just play it on and off because, yeah, she plays when she's at her father's house, which is on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
That's largely it. I almost bought Grand Theft Auto 5 today.
What, for PS4?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was this pricing error on Best Buy's website, so I'm like, I'm going to exploit this. So I brought it to Walmart, and they're like, we're not honoring this. This is an online-only price. I'm like, damn you, Walmart. I previously was able to obtain a PlayStation 4 controller for $25 for promo pricing error.
Cool.
We know all the good stuff. I didn't play this, but I acquired it. Or rather, I will be acquiring it shortly. Are you familiar with the Sega Make War Not Love 3 thing that's going on?
Oh yeah, they just added a couple of them too, like Condemned and something else, I think.
Condemned, Criminal Origins, Binary Domain, and Streets of Rage 2.
Oh, Streets of Rage. Wow, random. Okay.
Yeah. I think, and coming up will be Gunstar Heroes, Renegade Ops, and Viking Battle for Asgard.
My God.
Battle for my God. I think it's like in 2 days, it says.
Yeah.
I gotta get nose.
Yeah, well, great, more shit that you won't play.
Exactly! On PC!
Just save your money and buy PS4 games so you can play them with me! Hey, speaking of which, I'm surprised you haven't hounded me to see if we can play PT. Or if you can. I know I can.
You know what? Anytime I'm playing on my PS4, it's on my Vita, because I don't want to take up the TV all the time.
Then get another TV.
Seems legit.
Hey, yes, I think I'll do that.
I should get a PlayStation TV for the bedroom.
Yeah.
I could have got, like, Christmas time, I could have gotten one of those, like, the bundle pack for, like, $40. Would have been great. Stupid.
What have I been playing? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's see.
I wasn't done yet. I'm still...
Oh, you're still going? Okay.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
what
okay.
have you been playing?
Okay. I'm glad you asked. Pretty much the entire week up until yesterday, I finished the Talos Principle on PS4. Now, this was originally a PC game.
I wonder about that.
And it came on the PS4 with the expansion that came out. So, I gotta tell you, one of my highest rated games I've ever put on a site. I think it averaged out to a 9.4. If you like games like Portal, then you'll probably like this a lot. And to me, it was way harder than Portal was. It has a good, it's a puzzle game, but it's narrative driven as well. So, and there's a lot of correlations. You play as this, android, wakes up, and this kind of like godlike voice is telling you that if you can, go over these obstacles and, get through them and solve the puzzles, eventually there's a place for you in like a higher plane of being. So you're going through here and you're doing, the puzzles, but on each level there's a computer terminal that you can access, and you can like look up like old emails from people, because something happened to Earth. I mean, that's not spoiler territory, because that's kind of what you kind of figure, at the beginning of the game. Something's happened to Earth, and you're kind of going back and you're reading these emails and audio logs, as you do in these type of games sometimes. But there's also another person, or somebody on the other end of the terminal talking to you. And what they're doing is, they're trying to convince you that what you're doing is not right, and it makes you question what humanity is and things like that. Like, it will say like, well, what is humanity to you? And it'd be like, well, let's say, for example, to be a good person. Then its retort's going to be, then blah, 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 trying to disprove your argument all the time. And you either let it, eventually, or you don't. And essentially, it's about as close to Christianity as you can get, because the voice being God, and this person, or whatever it is, on the end of the terminal talking to you, is supposed to be like the devil. So, right. It's interesting, at the very least. I liked it personally. Very pretty game, sounds great on it. Very tranquil most of the time. So and once again, read the review at newgame.net, because that will probably give you a better idea. Because I'm better with writing words than I am saying them, describing something a majority of the time anyway. So, but yeah, that's what I was doing, and now I'm kind of playing some games on Steam that I got codes for, to maybe do a review on those or try them out. But that's been it. I have Street Fighter 4 coming, or 5 rather. So we'll see how we'll see how that turns out. But that probably won't be until the weekend. Hey, if I have Street Fighter 5 and can you play against me if I have the copy?
I honestly don't know. We've only done like the game sharing thing like once. I was able to, like, as you recall, control the game in its entirety.
Right. But I didn't know if like 2-player games you can join in.
I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. Do you have Saints Row 4?
Yes, I do. I have Get Out of Hell. Yeah, Get Out of Hell, but I don't have Saints Row 4 as a whole.
Okay, so I have Saints Row 4 and Get Out of Hell, the combined package thing, with all the DLC. But I didn't pay for the DLC.
No, came with it.
Exactly, doesn't count. So I'm not sure if it'll work the same way. Like, I'm not sure. They have like a 2-player mode for that online?
I know there's an online mode, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I know Get Out of Hell, because there's a trophy where, you do if you drive a car and I'm like on the car, car surfing on it, that's a trophy.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So, that's the only thing. So you have to be able to do it, with that.
Of course, that's a different thing, because that's two people who have the game.
Right.
It's not really fitting into this at all.
No, it's not. So we just wasted like 5 minutes of time just talking about
nothing.
Right.
That's what we do.
That's how we roll.
That's who we are.
Hey, Steven.
That's who I am.
Yeah, well, definitely that's who you are. Last week we kind of went talked about, or I talked about rather, this game on Kickstarter called Visage, or Visage, as you would say.
All about weird pronunciation.
Yeah, exactly.
Like confusing your pronunciations of words. That's who I am as well. Respect that.
So, this game's made by Sad Square Studios, and they're actually subscribed to us on iTunes.
Which is great.
Which is awesome. So I decided, and maybe this might become a thing later on, but I kind of just wanted to give updates until the end of its Kickstarter, which is, at this point...
22 days to go.
Yeah. And right now, US dollar-wise, they're at $46,677. So they've surpassed their goal already. So, once again, I'm going to just kind of put this out here and go to Kickstarter, look at the video, which is like pre-alpha footage, I think.
My God, that's pre-alpha? Holy shit.
I know.
That looks so good.
And go there, look at it. I mean, honestly, they're already past the point. You know, we're going to get it on PC. We know that. We know we're getting it on consoles.
Wait a sec. Is this? Were they looking for? They're from Quebec, right?
Yeah.
So they had pledged 50,000 for VR support. They're at 66.
Yes.
So it's getting VR support, and this is the kind of thing that would be fucking like.
I'd piss my pants. It'd be over. I'd be like, yep, done.
Yeah. So that is like the top shit right there.
Yeah. So they're way past their goals. They're at the stretch goal for VR support. The next goal is 75,000 or 54,000, or I'm sorry, 75,000 Canadian. Or 54 USD. They add in more 3D character models. The dead family members will join the main antagonist ranks to haunt you down.
Hunt you down.
Yes. Yeah, so definitely please go to Kickstarter.com. Give your support. I mean, honestly, what was it, like $35 or something like that? It's like you're getting the console version of the game.
For at least 15, you can get it on Steam.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you like, half the people I know would spend that at McDonald's on one meal.
Exactly.
We're Canadian.
50. Oh yeah, that's right. You and your Canadian dollars. No wonder you get free healthcare because everything else is so damn expensive.
Exactly. That's the only reason.
Yeah. So yeah, go to Kickstarter. It's Visage or Visage, however you want to pronounce it at this point. I don't give a shit. Sad Square Studios. You can go to sadsquarestudio.com. Look at it there. See their bio and all that good stuff. But I really recommend it. If you liked PT, you like Silent Hills, you like the Fatal Frames and all that, by all means, at least look at the video for it. And then if you like these type of games and you look at this video and you're like, nah, you're not a human being. I don't know who you are, and anything you say to me will make no sense to me for the rest of your life. So,
all it took was for me to look at that video. I mean, you mentioned it and like I'd never heard of this before. Mm-hmm. Watch the video. I am fucking in.
Yeah.
In like Flint. Like holy shit.
In like Flint? Like from...
In like Flint.
Like from Tron? Flint? Kevin...
No,
that's
like
Flint.
The movie In Like Flint.
In like...
What the hell is a Tron?
What's a Tron? Oh, I was going to say. What the hell is a Tron? How dare you? That was Kevin Flynn, not Flint, though.
Flint, Michigan?
Yeah, Flint, Michigan.
Oh, no, let's keep that out of that news.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to go down this route.
No, we're not a political podcast now.
No, not yet anyway. No, we're not. Ever. It'll never happen. Because I'll be like, I don't like somebody. And it's just like, done. I'm over. That's all I have to say. That's about as political as I get.
You know what's gonna say? You know what's gonna happen? You'll be all like, with me here is Steven, a Canadian. Man, fuck Canada.
Yeah. Damn Canadians. They look just like us.
They're the worst human beings in the world.
I was thinking maybe after this is done, after 22 days, we pick another one and try to pimp the shit out of it that we like.
Yeah, you know what? That can be a thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, have it be like a thing until it's done. So, cool. Yeah, so Steve and I, we're both backing this. You should too, so please go do it. Or take a look at the
actually
release.
Not the, okay, never mind. Sorry, I was looking at the levels. The $500 levels, the one that's all sold out, and yeah. the way Kickstarters go for the uninitiated is that they have a certain amount of slots for each level, for each tier that you pay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you back on the lowest priced one, they have limited spots for that. They're still all open though, except for $500. So unless you wanted to put $500 down.
Yeah. So you could, I mean, minimum pledge is, $5. So that's good stuff. But I just
like, you want the game.
Yeah. And, exactly. And I just like seeing my name in print in the credits, so, because I'm a media whore, so that's one of the reasons I did it. I can't say that about you. I have it, mine's on I have a credit on Amplitude that's like, takes up like majority of the screen when it comes down.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm that kind of dickhead.
Surprised how few credits I'm actually in.
Yeah, I'm not in hardly.
Makes me sad. Again, Steven bitches about voice acting. Why does he do it if he hates it so much?
Because it's a pain in the ass to get in.
It is a pain in the ass. But okay, moving on.
Moving on. That's all I had to say. DLC was my big topic. Is there anything that you would like to talk about? Anything bothering you? Anything that just jumps out at you?
Just one thing. I keep having recurring nightmares.
Oh, do tell. Hold on. Let me get my pipe.
I'm having nightmares in which I'm falling. And then the worst thing ever happens. I found out there's a sale for Far Cry 4 and a Zombie, and I might buy it.
Of course. Why would you not?
Exactly. It's $20 on PS4. Like, thank you, PSN. I'm still trying to find something to spend my 20% off on.
Why don't you use it on The Division?
Because I want a physical copy.
God damn it. Oh, I know. Maybe not. I haven't played it yet. I heard Firewatch is pretty good.
Oh yeah, that was, another one I was looking at.
Yeah.
And, what else? Oh, there's, I think a Rockstar sale on right now.
There is. Rockstar, whatever.
My kind of Rockstar sale is the kind where, you go to the store and you buy a Rockstar and you drink and you get like 2 for free.
The energy drink?
Yeah, I love those.
How is your heart not not exploding?
I have high blood pressure already as it is.
Oh, good for you.
I've grown immune to the effects of it. I used to get anxiety attacks from energy drinks. Yeah, exactly. And then one day,
yeah, exactly. We're going to be recording a podcast and you're just going to keel over.
Wasted.
Oh, fatality. Pop open an extra drink. Yeah, exactly. Oh, God. That's terrible.
Corporate America wins.
So, Apple is like saying no to, at the FBI about, creating this, program that'll look back into this guy's history. And they said, no, we're not going to do that. Do you think they're going to get, you think the government's going to go after that, or you think they're just going to be like, okay, cool, don't worry about it?
No, the government will get what they want.
You think so?
I believe so. They are, after all, the government, and if they get a court order that requests this information, no, not really requests this information, but basically facilitates that they need this information, I'm sure they can get it for that one, and then Apple should fix the hole up right away.
Yeah, they should, but I'm kind of at a screw that mentality. We're at this point now where you have to be careful about, information and security and hacking and things like that. And what the FBI or the government wants them to do essentially is create this program to be able to do that.
Basically, because they can't figure it out themselves.
Exactly. So, let me get this straight. You want to protect us from security issues, but yet you want Apple to create one that does that? Sorry, you can't have it both ways. But it probably will, though. That's the bad thing.
Well, of course, then you'll see that every government hater in the world will now flock to Apple as their...
Oh, I'm still not going to Apple, but...
Are you a government hater? Not the government hater, but like I realize that they're listening right now. But
I don't really give a shit, to be perfectly honest, at this point.
So you're one of the people that has your location services on all the time on your phone, so you can GPS. Mm-hmm. And then you log into Google and you can see that thing that shows every single place you've been in within a 6-month time frame.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Have you seen that before?
No, I haven't seen that, but I know of it.
Oh my god. It's so fun.
Good times. Good times.
When I went to Florida, it just showed like this giant line because there I was, and then I went all the way to Florida. It was fun.
Great story.
What a story, Mark. Oh, wait a minute. Have you ever seen The Room?
You mean that terrible movie?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Are you serious though?
No, I'm being serious. I know of it. Heard plenty about it.
You have to watch it and then we'll do movie therapy on it.
You really want to do a movie therapy on this older movie?
It's like
that's so terrible.
2000s. It is the best, worst movie ever. It is a nightmare. But please do yourself a favor and like get onto something like drugs or alcohol, whatever your vice is, use it. Whatever your vice is.
Whatever my vice is.
Be it like alcohol, be it like pod, be it like Popeye candy cigarettes, whatever.
Candy cigarettes. Mm-hmm.
Do you guys not have those there?
I'm sure we do. I've had candy cigarettes before, but I never do the brand.
Okay, they're Popeye branded up here.
Okay.
And they used to have like a red tip at the end to signify the burning flames of mysteriousness. Or just, burning tobacco.
Sure.
But they got rid of that. They used to have that when I was a kid. Now they're just Popeye candy sticks.
Candy
sticks. I still pretend I'm smoking when I use them. When I eat them, I mean.
God, I wish I still did that.
When I use them, Jesus.
Did you watch Deadpool?
No, I still haven't seen it yet.
I might see it this weekend. Might. Depending if I can find someone to watch the kid.
I can see about finding my way to see it as well. I looked on the internet on those awful websites, and I didn't do anything with it. It's just they have like the really bad camera versions, and I was like, no. Yeah,
if I'm ever going to go that route, I'm just going to wait for like a good copy.
DVD screeners.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know anything about this world.
I don't either. I know of it.
I don't know anything about the video pack.
I had a friend who did that. It's been a long time, but he would just watch movies in the shittiest quality cams. I'm just like, why? Why?
It's just no point.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It seems to me like Deadpool's the kind of movie you'd need to see in a theater.
Yeah,
kind of like The Revenant. I regretted not watching that in a theater.
Yeah.
Which was a great-ass movie.
Yeah, it was a great-ass movie. We still, we should still definitely do that Superman-Batman movie therapy, which you can find at newgames.net. We should definitely do that. I would say probably maybe beginning of March, since it comes out on the 25th.
Yeah.
Or Batman vs Superman comes out the 25th. So yeah, that'd be an interesting one, I bet.
And then we just got to make sure that we backcheck on all Batman and Superman movies chronologically forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except I'm not watching Dark Knight Rises again.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to go back and watch all those movies either, but I've seen them enough times to formulate my opinions on them.
I'm also not watching Batman and Robin.
Oh, no, that's mandatory. You have to do that. Out of all the movies that you have to at least watch, not the original Batman, not Batman Begins, or even the original Superman, you have to watch Batman and Robin.
Ugh.
But we'll get to that at a later date. Oh, God. Oh, talk about pissing away money. Anyway,
I watched Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back today.
Have you seen it before?
Years ago.
Oh, okay. Not my favorite Kevin Smith movie for sure. I mean, it was entertaining, but
It was just like stupid fun.
it was basically if Jay and Silent Bob was a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Basically.
So I mean, like I said, entertaining. Not the best Jay and Silent Bob movie out there, in my opinion, but
I've never seen any others. So please, inform me. What do you feel is the best?
do we have to do a movie therapy for you on Kevin Smith films?
Yeah, Kevin Smith movie therapy. That'll lead up to me possibly going to Comic-Con where he will be with J Muse.
Oh yeah, because he does like he does love Canada. Okay. Okay, well, maybe we can. Because I am one of the biggest Kevin Smith fans, I think. So, I don't have any...
Fuck.
Fuck, noise.
Noise.
So, yeah, hey, that's a good idea. Maybe we should do that maybe next week. Just not even a movie, just Kevin Smith.
Just Kevin Smith. Yeah, see, there you go.
Hey, well, that's what I was talking about, going through directors. Remember,
Yeah.
we toyed with that idea. So, yeah, maybe that could be the
Give us
first one.
something to talk about.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, did you watch this one movie? Oh, geez, I tried and then I couldn't use the TV.
I couldn't use the TV. I don't have a second TV, so I have to play PlayStation 4 games on my Vita.
I have a second TV. It's just not my PlayStation isn't hooked up to it. Jesus.
Well, maybe you need to get on that.
We can't all afford 2 PlayStations, Brian.
I'm not suggesting you get another PlayStation. Take the one that you have and hook it up to the other TV.
Do you realize how many wires I would have to unplug?
Oh my god. So you're fully content playing PlayStation 4 quality games on a Vita.
Hey man, that's what it's for.
No.
That is like 55% of the reason why anybody plays their Vita.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I have never once used that feature.
55, I said. Not 100.
I know.
You are the 45%.
But you're suggesting that the majority of people do that.
I imagine they probably would, but honestly, yeah, it wouldn't kill me to move my PlayStation to the other room. When I was talking about how many cables, there's literally 2.
I was gonna say, like, what, an HDMI cord and the power plug? or the charger for the controller?
Basically. I can't play online games on the Vita, though. It lags too much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so you would have to do that anyway, especially if you want to play PT.
And you know what? I tried that, too. Remember when we were trying to get me into there for Hyperdimension Neptunia?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't work on my Vita. It wouldn't let me share play.
Yep.
Cause it sucks.
Yeah. So, and yeah, you don't do share play on the Vita through a PS4.
That's no point.
Yeah, just don't do that.
Just no.
Just love your PlayStation 4 and do it the right way.
Just do her right or don't do her at all.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You want to wrap this up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, wrap it up.
Alright. Hang on.
Don't get the guitar.
Get what guitar?
You know what I'm talking about. Don't pull that shit with me.
N.P.G.
Oh my god.
N.P.G. You got Brian, he's the owner, or something. I'm just making shit up because it's fun.
Oh my god. Stop it. Stop it. You're going deaf. I don't know how. I don't.
Song I know how to play on this stupid thing.
And I don't even know how that's going to translate in the audio when I.
It's gonna be like.
It's like Jesus Christ. And there went our subscriber. Dang it. So anyway, this has been number 7 N.P.G podcast. I am Brian. He is Steven. Please check out www.newgame.net, nugame.net. Please subscribe to us on iTunes or Stitcher or whatever you have. Please help us out. Like the podcast if you can like it at all. I'm not sure how Apple things work because I don't really use it that often. So yeah, definitely. if you're listening to this on YouTube for some reason, which some people do, like, subscribe to the Nerd Theory channel that it is on. You want to add anything?
Share on Facebook too.
Share on Facebook.
Or
Yes.
the Twitters.
The Twitter sphere. Stumble
We
upon.
usually
The dig.com.
Exactly. Dig.com. Oh my god. Jesus. Dig.
Dig.com. Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Alright. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Boy.
I don't know what the fuck that was.